What's going on, y'all? Taylor here with y'all 106.7. Today, I'm joined by singer-songwriter and my dear friend, Mr. T. Graham Brown. Welcome back to y'all.
Hey, baby.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's good to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. And you know you're one of my first official guests on our new show, Talking with Taylor, every
Really?
Sunday
Well,
at
good.
noon. So it's only a perfect fit for us to have you back here.
You couldn't have got a better guest.
That's what I said. You are the man. And you're busy this year already. You're about to go on tour. You already started your tour, and you're doing some dates with Lorrie Morgan.
Yeah, we were out with Lorrie last week. Sheila's right here behind me. Week before that. Thank you. See, I have to look over my shoulder and ask Sheila. Yeah, we did a couple of shows. We got some more shows coming up. See, Lorrie and I go back to Keith Whitley. That's how far back Lorrie and I go, which would be mid 80s. So I've been knowing her and loving her like a sister for 40 years almost. So it's great to be doing shows with her. I mean, it's a great show. I mean, we had great crowds so far, standing ovations, good fun. She's great. I have fun. I do my thing. She does her thing. It's a pretty good package.
Called One Night, Two Icons. That's the perfect name for it.
Two icons, baby. So that must mean they're saying, I am an icon.
You are. And you have a Nashville show on March 20th as a part of that tour. So I'm excited.
Come to Chiefs. You know, when they told me Chiefs, I thought, man, I don't want to be singing in some bar. And they said, no, man, they got a place in Chiefs that's quiet. Yeah. And it's like a theater.
Oh, Chiefs is great.
Have you ever been to that?
Oh, yeah. It's like a mini Ryman Auditorium there.
See, I haven't been there. So once I figured out that it wasn't going to be some loud place and that you're going to actually hear me and understand what I'm saying, it made me very excited. So I'm tickled.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be there. Thursday, February 20th, a week from Thursday. Yeah. February 20th, 7:30, nice early. I can get in there, do my show, get home, maybe be in bed by 10.
Perfect night, yeah.
Oh, I'm
and you
kidding.
can get tickets for that at chiefsonbroadway.com. So you're at Chiefs on February 20th, and then you're back on the road with Lorrie Morgan coming back to Nashville on March 20th, and people can get tickets at tgrahambrown.com. So you're a busy man.
Trying. Just doing my thing. It's no different than any other year, though, really.
We love it. Last time I saw you, you had just released From Memphis to Muscle Shoals, and you had a lot of duets on that album. You had Tanya Tucker, Winona, Dwight Yoakam, Randy Houser, Zach Williams. So that just had to be so much fun.
It's great, man. It is fun. It's still fun. You know, it came out. It was great. Debuted at #1, and it's been great. And got some vinyl in.
Oh, got to get me one of those.
I'll get you one.
Yeah.
If you want vinyl, anything that y'all listening out there want of T. Graham Brown, go to tgrahambrown.com. We got a store that's got lots of different album titles, you know, and From Memphis to Muscle Shoals. And if you want to get vinyl of From Memphis to Muscle Shoals, it's there. Anytime anybody buys anything from the store, I always sign it for them if they want something signed. You know, we got a mom and pop business going on.
Hey, you got some good stuff, and I got to get one
You know,
of those.
Sheila travels with me everywhere. It's like a mom. It's funny. I was just joking when I said that, but it is like a mom and pop business.
Sheila's running the show over there.
She definitely runs the show.
Oh, yeah.
I told her the other day, I said, you know, she's doing all this stuff, and I said, boy, I wish I knew how to do some of this stuff. I said, all I know is just show me to the stage. That's about the only thing I know.
Ain't that right? Thank heaven for a woman. Now, are you going to be playing some of your big hits on the tour? Tell it like it used to be, Wine in the Water, Darlene.
I'll do all the hits that people expect to hear. Throw in a few R&B songs, throw in a few gospel songs, jokes, tell some lies, tell some road stories. I got some pretty interesting road stories with some of the, you know, I tell people I I've had a wonderful career. I've gotten to work with, get to know, and tour with all the one name people, I call them: Willie, Waylon, Merle, George and Tammy, Conway and Loretta, Johnny and June, Kenny and Dolly, all those, Charlie Pride, Glenn Campbell, Ronnie Milsap.
Man, give us a story. We need a story. What's one that comes to mind when you think about all those guys and gals?
Which Ronnie Milsap you want, Sheila? Oh, well, one time I was just over at Ronnie Milsap's house the other day. He's doing great, by the way. Oh, one time we were playing in Kansas City on this baseball stadium, and we were set up on home plate and looking out toward the field. They had chairs set up on the infield and all that. And it was drizzling rain. Ronnie Milsap, when Ronnie Milsap does a show, he goes out during sound check and he walks the stage and he counts off how many paces it is to the edge of the stage. He knows his way around the stage, left and right, front and back, and all that. So when he does a show, he'll walk out to the very edge of the stage, and people will think he's blind, and people will think he's fixing to walk off the edge of the stage, and they'll start screaming or, no, wait, but he knows where he is. Anyway, I was out there, and I was backpedaling on stage, and I tripped over a monitor and fell back in the drums. It was raining. I cut myself, tore out the drums, all went everywhere, and it was a big mess. And they laughed at me and all this. And so when Ronnie Milsap came out there, he said, "I'm blind, and I can walk all over this stage, and T. Graham Brown can see." And he's back out there falling back in the drum. He was making fun of me, but I've done all the stuff, everything from the obligatory smoking pot with Willie on his bus to all that, I've done all, the stuff that everybody's done with Willie. But
that's so great.
Just hanging out with them, and everybody, they treated me so kind, and they were so sweet, everybody. Nobody was ever mean to me or looked down. None of them ever talked down to me. They treated me like a regular good guy, and that's what I like so much about it. I don't know any of the new guys, really. I hate to say. I know some, but.
Well, you say you and Laney Wilson, you're Tex buddies.
Well, yeah, there's a few I know, but I don't know. Like, I don't know Morgan Wallen, and of all people, I've never been able to meet and talk to Chris Stapleton, somebody I figured I'd probably really like to talk to, but I do know some of them. Yes.
Well, I guarantee they know you.
I shouldn't have said that. That's not totally true. What'd you say, Taylor?
I guarantee they know you.
Well, I'll tell them, I'll meet them. I say, y'all have no idea. I say, you have no idea. Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I'll meet them at the Opry. I'll tell them that, and no, I know who you are.
You got
but they'll usually say, yeah, I know who you are. My daddy loved you, or my granddaddy loved you. So I tell you, I was doing these autographs, and this girl said, it used to be, I'm your biggest fan. Then it got to be my mama's your biggest fan. Then it got to be my grandmother's your biggest fan. And here a while back, somebody came up and said, my great grandmother's your biggest fan. So it keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
I keep getting older, but I'm 70, so I ain't worried about it.
Hey, you're like a fine wine. We're your biggest fan.
I'm actually just teasing. I don't
I don't
care.
You got a lot of famous friends. You're great at wishing people happy birthday. I keep up with whose birthday it is because of your Instagram. You're always wishing people happy birthday.
That's something that we like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes to get happy birthday said to them,
And when is your birthday?
I can't tell you.
Sheila, when is it?
It's October the 30th.
Yeah.
Send your checks to tgrahambrown.com.
We will. Well, you mentioned the Opry. Last time I talked to you, you had played it 300 times, over 300 times. You playing it any time this year?
Played it Friday night.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Night. No, they've been wearing me out.
Yeah. They love you over there.
Well, they inducted us on May the 3rd, and since then it seems like the phone's been ringing a lot more than it used to. But yeah, we did it Friday night. I love playing the Opry. Mm-hmm. That's where I meet a lot of people. A lot of these young guys I would never meet. I meet a lot. The Opry has all different kinds of people out there. Mm-hmm. They're going to try to have 100. It's the 100th anniversary this year. They're going to try to have 100 people that have never played the Opry on this year. So
wow.
So they're who? Ringo Starr, and I'm going to be on the road, and I hate it because I love Ringo Starr. All I've got is this photograph. Yeah. One of my favorite songs of all time.
We're gonna have
that and Act Naturally. Ringo's version of Act Naturally, written by the late great Johnny Russell.
Yeah, that is
Johnny
great.
Russell was a big old fat guy. I don't know if you knew who Johnny Russell was, but he was an Opry member. He always wore Hawaiian shirts. And he was big fat, and he'd be out on the Opry stage and he'd turn sideways and say, "Can y'all see me?"
I imagine you rub shoulders with some pretty cool people backstage at the Opry and have some pretty cool conversations.
We do have fun conversations. Mm-hmm. In the past 40 years, a lot of them. Sheila, where were we at the Opry House when we were talking to Roger Miller that night?
No, that was a CMA.
Where was it, though?
Well, it was at the Opry.
Yeah, it was at the Opry House, though, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's been fun. They used to have the award show a lot of times out there. I guess they outgrew it.
Mm-hmm. Gets bigger and bigger. And I do want to touch on, I know we've had this conversation before, but just the power of your song, Wine in the Water. You say people call you all the time saying how much that song has helped them with their mental health or their addiction. I'm sure you're still getting that today.
Did we hear from somebody last week, Sheila? I sang it on the Opry Friday night.
Yes.
Somebody got in touch with me about it. Man, I heard from this woman, bless her heart, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell her. She said that I'm at my wit's end. My husband is drinking so much, and he says he can't quit. She said, I'm a nurse's aide, and I do my best. My car's been in the shop for 5 months. I ain't got the money to get it out. My house is falling down around me, and I don't know what to do. I just wanted to vent. She sent me a message. And I said, how do you respond to that? I don't know. I don't know what to tell her. Mm-hmm. I really don't know what to tell her.
The music says it all. I mean, it helps so many people. Music really is healing.
We hear from people all the time, man, that are in the middle of it and don't know how to get out. Mm-hmm. And I just tell them, I tell them what happened, that God got me out of it. I think that's where you start.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good start. The thing about it is, Taylor, it's like that woman that was talking about her husband won't quit. You got to get your mind right to quit. You can't just be playing checkers with yourself. You gotta decide that you're gonna quit. That's the first thing. You gotta decide that you're gonna give it your 100% all in effort, or it ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm. Half measures never work, and all you're gonna do is get worse and worse. It's just gonna get worse and worse till you die, or till you get locked up, or till you get a DUI or something. Usually, I'll ask people. People come to me, and mothers a lot of times will come to me talking about their son. It's usually their son, and what do I do? What do I do? I said, well, has he had a DUI yet? Yeah, he's had 4. And I said, that didn't get his attention? Well, I said, has he been in jail yet? Yeah, he's been in jail. And I said, well, if that didn't get his attention, I don't know what's going to get his attention, Usually if that don't get your attention, it's going to kill you. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, thank you for sharing your story, because I know that It helps so many people. And speaking of powerful songs, because there's so many, especially from the 80s and the 90s, we always love to ask people, and we'll play it after this. What's a song that maybe you wish you had written or recorded from the 80s or 90s?
Gee whiz.
I know, it's such a loaded question.
The Gambler, probably. Something big like that. I mean, good Lord. Kenny Rogers made a career off that just about. That got him going, to the really, really big time. I was out on the road. I did 300 shows with Kenny Rogers. I was out there when he was like the biggest thing on earth. Yeah. We played every major arena in North America. This was before the football stadium days. Nobody was ever doing that yet. But, man, Kenny, boy, what a song. And how about Don Slits? How about it being the first cut he ever got?
Isn't that crazy?
The Gambler. So
I saw him at the Opry, and he walks out on stage and he says, "Y'all have no idea who I am, but I bet you know this song." And then as soon as he started playing it, I mean, the crowd just goes crazy. It was so special.
Yeah, I've been knowing him a long time. It's what a great Hey, man, Don Slits, Hall of Fame writer. He wrote so many more hits in addition to The Gambler, goodness. He wrote tons of great songs.
Now, you've got so many great stories and so many great times. If you could go back in time and talk to T. Graham, 21, what are you saying to him?
When I was 21?
Yeah. What advice would you give yourself?
Move to Nashville today. Move to Nashville today. Go pack your stuff up and go to Nashville right now. Don't you wait 10 more years. Or don't you wait 5 more years. Yeah. You go right now.
There you go. And you getting busy going on tour. Now, how do you relax? Last time I asked you that, you said that you like to cut your grass because Trace Atkins gave you a lawnmower. Are you still out there doing your honey-do list?
I'll be doing that. It's not green yet, but no, I'll be cutting some grass without a doubt.
You do some cooking? Or Sheila does the cooking,
goulash. I've been making some goulash. Now, here's the recipe. Now, how about this? I chopped up some bell peppers, some jalapeno peppers, some onions, threw in a bunch of mushrooms, and then the pièce de résistance. I squeezed out a bunch of tubes of boudin in it. People might not know what boudin is. But in the casings, boy, I cut one end of it and I squeezed it out down in there and let it all simmer around. And garlic, too. And boy, oh boy, is it good.
Oh, you're quite the chef. We're going to have to come over and try some one night.
I call it my goulash.
Your goulash. T. Graham Brown's goulash. You're a man of many talents.
Ain't I, though?
Yeah. Well, it has been so much fun hanging out with you. Y'all be sure to get tickets to his tour at tgrahambrown.com. And we're looking forward to seeing you at Country Radio Seminar and out on the road, buddy.
And the Thursday the 20th at Chiefs
on Broadway.
On Lower Broadway. Come on down. There's plenty enough brown to go around. God bless yous, and God bless the United States of America.
Amen. Let's play a T. Graham Brown song on Y'all 106.7.